I'm recording this. You don't mind, I think. Yes, Anuhya?
Sorry, sir?
I am recording this. I think you don't mind, right?
No.
No problem. Okay. Inverse trigonometry. Okay. All right. So, sorry. This is, yeah. So, already because you know trigonometry, inverse trigonometry comes from trigonometry, na? So, all right. So, first, inverse trigonometry means you should know inverse trigonometric functions: sine inverse x, cos inverse x, tan inverse x, and so on. These are inverse trigonometric functions, right? So, because you already learned functions, sets, relations, functions, is relations and functions you already learned in the first chapter. So therefore, I would now say what is inverse function. First, because inverse function you must have idea, then only we can talk about inverse trigonometry. What is inverse function? So,
sir, actually, I wasn't there for relations and functions.
Acha. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know the topic.
Oh, no problem. So now, what I'll do is, okay. First, I have to say inverse function. Then only we can really understand these inverse trigonometric functions. Because no, at least if you have idea, inverse trigonometric function, sine inverse x, you must be having idea, right? Already you learned, no? Sine inverse. Sine inverse is a function from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 to sorry, I made mistake. Oh, 1 minute. I wrote reverse. I wrote, yeah. So minus 1 to 1 to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Yeah, this you must be knowing, right? Yeah. Okay. So similarly, cos inverse x. This cos inverse x, this also defined from where to where? Minus 1 to 1 to, again this is 0 to pi. Yes. So this you know, but here actually that means sine inverse of minus 1 means what? Sine inverse of minus 1 means when sine value is minus 1. This meaning, for example, this is, let's say, some angle theta. Okay, first point you remember is that inverse trigonometric functions you consider as angles, because you get output angle, no? So therefore you consider this as angles. Okay, inverse trigonometric functions you consider as angles, so that it will be easy to understand. Now sine inverse of minus 1 you don't know, therefore you take as some theta. So minus 1 equal to sine theta. Now theta value, what do you get? Theta value, sine theta equal to minus 1. What is the theta value you get?
So yeah, minus, right?
Minus 1.
So sine, how? Yeah, I had a doubt in this. So, it's 180, right?
No, not 180.
Cos 180.
Yeah. Cos 180 is minus 1. That's good. So sine of, no, simply you can take minus pi by 2. Na? Sine pi by 2, you know. Sine pi by 2, you know. This is 1, right? Sine of minus pi by 2. Okay, sine of minus 90. That is minus sine 90. Na? So which is minus 1.
Yeah,
okay,
I had a doubt in this, sir.
Yes, tell me.
See, over here, you simply add minus before pi by 2, that's fine. But if you take cos and cosec and all, you don't simply add minus before, right? You do pi minus pi by 2 like that.
Yes.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, okay. I will tell you that. So that is the reason I'm telling, if you understand the inverse function, then only you can tell. Yeah, actually it is like this. So, okay, now what you told is, this is what you told me, that sir, this is sine inverse of 1 by 2. Simply this is what? 30 degrees, no? Pi by 6. Okay. All right. Now sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is simply minus pi by 6. But whereas cos inverse of 1 by 2 is, when cos is 1 by 2, when cos value is 1 by 2, cos theta when 1 by 2, which angle?
Pi by 3.
Pi by 3. All right. So cos inverse of minus 1 by 2, you are asking this. Pi minus pi by 3, why? This is what is your question, right? Okay, all right. So for that, what we should do is we should understand inverse function. What is inverse function? You should understand. So when you, if you understand what is inverse function, what you can do is you can understand this. Sine inverse is, this is -1 to 1. This is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That means first and fourth quadrants. Cos inverse x -1 to 1 to 0 to pi. That means what? Output. Cos inverse x output. That means range you should get from 0 to pi only. So your negative number is not from 0 to pi. See, 0 to pi, it's not from 0 to pi, right? So sine inverse value you will get from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cos inverse values you should get only from 0 to pi. So that is the reason. That is one of the reason. This must be there, na? If you take negative number, and not only that, cos of, now cos inverse of -1 by 2 equal to theta. Let us say you don't know. Let's say this you don't know. Okay, now cos inverse of -1 by 2 you take as theta. Then -1 by 2 you take you will get as cos theta. Okay, now when is cos negative? So theta must be in the second quadrant or third quadrant, because cos is positive in the first and fourth quadrant, negative in the second and third quadrant. So now here 0 to pi. 0 to pi means what? 0 to pi means first quadrant and second quadrant. So therefore you should take only in this, because this is called principal value branch of the range. This is principal value branch of the range of cos inverse of x. Okay, principal value branch only we take. I will tell what is the meaning of the.
So a cos is positive in the first and the fourth quadrant. Right?
Yes, that's right. That is the reason you see cos theta is negative. Na? This negative. Negative means what? Second or third quadrant. Now theta means this angle. Na? This angle must be in second quadrant or third quadrant. So now if I take second quadrant, theta becomes what? Second quadrant pi minus theta. Pi minus what is the angle here? Pi by 3, 60 degrees. Pi by 3. Yeah. So now you can see cos of pi minus theta is, you know this already, you learned, no? Cos of pi minus pi by 3, you know. Now if you do, then you will get this answer. So what is that? You get cos of pi minus theta, second quadrant, cos negative. Yes, cos of, yeah, that is 2 pi by 3, that's true. I am telling this, cos of pi minus theta is minus cos theta. Now this you will get minus cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. You will get like this. Okay, now if you take second quadrant, why you should take only second quadrant? Why not third quadrant? Because here one rule is there. You have to take in the principal value branch only. What is the principal value branch? 0 to pi, first or second quadrant. Now, why we should take first or second quadrant? Why principal value branch has come only as first and second quadrant? For that reason is you should know inverse functions. What is inverse function? If you know, then you will understand this one. Now you have two options. If you want me to explain what is inverse function, I'll explain inverse function, then I'll explain this principal value branch. No, if you don't want this inverse trigonometry, okay, inverse functions we'll learn later, sir, but now you just tell me principal value branch means I'll tell you principal value branch and why this became principal value branch and what is principal value branch, later we will learn. What is the option you choose? What shall we do?
Just explain what the principal value branch is.
What?
Just explain what the principal value branch is.
Okay. Let's see now. What is principal value branch? Just I'll explain. See, actually, what we get is, see, just simply I'll explain here. Okay, sine theta. Okay, this sine theta is one is positive, another is negative. Sine theta is positive, where this positive means theta must be in the first quadrant, quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Yes or no? Positive. So negative, where this is negative in the, then cos the sine theta negative means it must be in the
third and fourth quadrant.
Very good. Third and fourth quadrant. All right. So so here sine theta value, if you take in the first quadrant, sine theta value in Q1, you get what, 0 to 1 you get. Yes or no?
Yeah.
sine theta in second quadrant, negative, na? Second quadrant also what you get? 0 to 1 only you get. Okay, sine theta value, second quadrant what you get? 0 to 1 only you get. But whereas third quadrant, fourth quadrant, you get -1 to 0. Yes or no? -1 to 0 you get. So here what they did is you need to get -1 to +1 values you need to get. Na? So sine theta value, what is the range of sine theta? Sine theta will be from -1 to 1. Okay. This value, minimum value is -1, maximum is 1 only. Na? That means here first quadrant you get 0 to 1. 0 to 1 you get. First quadrant you get 0 to 1, all the values you get. And connecting to this first quadrant is fourth quadrant. Second quadrant, if you go now, again positive. Na? You must go to third quadrant or fourth quadrant. So connected to first quadrant is fourth quadrant. Therefore, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 if you take. So here you get a -1 to, you get here +1 you get. Understand? -1 to +1, all the values you get if you take from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Therefore, this is good enough for us. Only one branch is good enough. That means sine theta values, sine theta, if you give theta, okay, if you give theta values from where to where? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 if you give. Okay, theta value you are giving from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Then automatically sine theta value will be -1 to 1. So now sine inverse means reverse. Na? Now your input is -1 to 1. Input is -1 to 1. Then output what you get is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay. So, but this is called principal value branch. But what you can do is you can also take this also you can take. What you can take? You can take from pi by 2 to this is 3 pi by 2. Pi by 2 to this is 3 pi by 2. This branch also you can take, but this is not called principal value branch. So this is first quadrant connected to first quadrant, fourth quadrant is there. So this first and fourth quadrant is what is called principal value branch of the range. Okay. So okay, all right. Then cos inverse x is there. Cos inverse x, cos inverse already I told you, cos inverse. This also -1 to 1.
-1 to 1.
Yes. So, but output, if you see, cos is positive in the first quadrant and cos is negative in the second quadrant. If you take fourth quadrant, you can't take, na? Yes, sir. No? Fourth quadrant you cannot take. Why? Cos is what?
Positive.
Positive in fourth quadrant. So you cannot take. Positive, you already took first quadrant. For negative, if you take second quadrant, enough. So that means 0 to pi if you take, 0 to pi if you take, here you get -1 to 1, all the values. So now, so now this is called, they already in math, one thing you should remember. First, they call what is called definition. For example, this is a triangle, here theta is there. Now this is opposite to theta, y I am calling, adjacent to theta, x I am calling, this hypotenuse h I am calling. So here one ratio is there, y by h, one ratio is there. Its name is kept as sine theta. You understand? This is called definition of sine theta, right? Definition means they named it like that. This ratio is named like that. So there we cannot question. Got the point? My name is Subhash. So you cannot. So my name is Subhash. That's it. You have to use it. So here also principal value branch, they decided like this. So therefore we should call this as principal value branch. Okay. Now, now here two categories are there. One is sine inverse category. Sine inverse, tan inverse, and its reciprocal cosecant inverse. Okay. These are first category I am calling. Category 1 I am calling. So its range, principal value, that principal value branch, we should remember this. That is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Right? This is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, it's very simple to remember actually. And whereas here cos inverse category is there. Cos inverse category is cos inverse x. 1 minute. Yeah. Cos inverse x, secant inverse x, and cot inverse x. So its category is second category. This is in the cos inverse category. That means what? Its principal value branch is 0 to pi. Very simple to remember. Okay, very simple to remember. So, but here some conditions are there. What is that? Principal value branch, if you discuss, this is sine inverse x. I am writing here principal value branch of the range. Range I am writing. So for sine inverse x, what is the domain and range? We will write first. So domain and range we will write. So it's range I am writing. Yeah, okay. What shall we do? Yeah. Okay, I am writing range minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, so for sine inverse x, there is no problem. For tan inverse x, what is the problem, you know? For tan inverse x, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, I am writing. Open interval I am writing. You have idea, na? Open interval, closed interval?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is closed
The
interval.
open interval is when you don't count
yes.
pi by 2 and okay.
Yes, exactly. Minus pi by 2 is not included. Here it's included. So why we are not including this? Here see, tan pi by 2. That means what? Sin pi by 2 by cos pi by 2. That means it is not defined. So at pi by 2 it is not defined. Whenever it's not defined, we cannot include that. That is the reason we excluded. But otherwise it's first and fourth quadrant. There's no problem in that. All right. Here,
okay.
Cosecant inverse also same. It's reciprocal, no? Sine reciprocal, cosecant inverse. That cosecant is reciprocal of sine. Therefore, here also we write minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But in between, one problem is there. What is the problem, you know? Cosecant 0 degrees is 1 by sine 0 degrees, which is not defined. That means cosecant is not defined at 0. Therefore, you have to remove 0. Because if you put here x value 0, cosecant inverse of 0 is not defined. That you will not get 0. Cosecant theta value never be 0. You see?
Yeah.
Cosecant theta, so that value will not get. Okay, anyway, you understand this. Okay? So that means finally what you observe is here whether sine inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse. Here it's a principal value branch that output is in the first quadrant and fourth quadrant. Whereas cos inverse category is, you see, cos inverse category is this. It's a principal value branch must come, output must come from 0 to pi. Here its output must come from 0 to pi except one value. You should tell, sorry, this is except one value. You should tell that one value. Tell me now. Cot inverse x. Here 0 and pi we don't include. 0 and pi we don't include. Okay. So why we don't include 0 and pi? Because cot, sorry, this is cot. Cot, when do we get cot 0? Shall we get cot anytime 0? Cot theta means what? Cos theta by sin theta. Yes. So cot here, yeah, cot 0 degrees if you take cos 0 by sin 0. Yes or no? Cos 0 by sin 0, na? Cos 0 1 by sin 0 not defined, na? So the cot 0 doesn't, cot 0 is not defined. Similarly, cot pi means cos pi you told, na, minus 1 by sin pi 0. So this is not defined.
Not defined.
Yeah. So now, therefore, 0 and pi we are excluding. Wherever it's not defined, we are excluding that. So here one thing we have to exclude. Can you tell me what?
In sec.
What is that? 0 to pi. What you have to exclude? Yeah. One thing you have to exclude. What is that?
Pi by 2.
Pi by 2. Why?
Because over the sec cannot be undefined.
Secant pi by 2. Secant pi by 2 is what? Cos pi by 2. Secant pi by
1 by cos pi by 2.
1 by cos pi by 2. Yeah. 1 by 0. Huh? That's all. No? Cos pi by 2 0. No? Not defined. No? That is the reason we.
Yeah, cos and sec here cannot be defined.
Yeah. Except to this pi by 2, you should write like this. So, but otherwise, wherever it is defined, so you need not worry about these things. You need not worry about. finally, the conclusion is sine inverse, tan inverse, cosecant inverse. This one category, its output will come in the first quadrant, second quadrant. If it is positive, it will come in the first quadrant. If it is negative, it will come in second quadrant. All right. So now cos inverse category is cos inverse, secant inverse, cot inverse, and its principal value output will come in the first quadrant if it is positive, and its output will come in the second quadrant it is negative. Second quadrant means pi minus theta, right? Here directly theta you can write here pi minus theta. That is the reason you are getting this cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. We discussed the cos inverse of minus 1 by 2. Negative means you have taken the second quadrant. So second quadrant means what? Second quadrant pi minus theta. What is the angle when cos inverse is cos is 1 by 2? When cos value is 1 by 2? When cos value is 1 by 2?
60.
60 means pi by 3. Yes. Pi by 3. Yes. Okay. So this is you have first exercise. Based on this, you have first exercise. First exercise is simply they will ask like this. Tan inverse of minus root 3 plus cot inverse of minus root 3. Like this they will ask, plus sine inverse of 1 by 2 or root 3 by 2. Like this only questions will be there. Okay. So first exercise is based on this. So you can write this one. Okay. This is, now we discussed now. This is fourth quadrant. When is this root 3? Minus pi by 3.
It is just minus pi by 3, yeah.
Yes, this is which quadrant? Negative. Cot is negative. Cot negative means second quadrant. Na? Cos category. Na? Cot is pi minus theta. Here, pi minus theta. What is theta?
Pi minus pi by 6.
Pi by 6. Yes. Yes. Next, sine inverse.
It is just pi by 3.
Okay, pi by 3. Okay, like this only. Na? This exercise is very simple. Next, you are clear with this exercise. Na? You have only one doubt. Why pi minus theta and all?
Yeah, that's the only doubt I have.
Okay, right. That is clear. So then we'll go to properties. Properties of inverse trigonometric functions. Properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So first thing is here, sine theta equal to, let's say, x. That implies and implied you can write x equal to sine inverse theta under one condition. If and only if one condition is there. What is the condition? What is the condition? You know, if this one you can write here two conditions. One is x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Another is, otherwise, no, if x does not belong to minus 1 to 1, if x sine theta is 2, sine theta is 2, you can't write theta is sine inverse 2, no meaning only. Sine theta can never be 2 because maximum is 1. So therefore, x must be belongs to minus 1 to 1 only. And here theta must belong to only minus pi by 2 only. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 only. Okay, principal value branch, then only we write. Only we take, according to our syllabus, only principal value branch is what we need to consider. All right. So then what we can do is, now sine theta is x, then theta is sine inverse of x is sine inverse of theta, you can write. So then what we can write is here two things. Number one is x equal to sine inverse of theta means what? Sine inverse of x equal to sine inverse theta we wrote. No? So theta means what we can write is this is
Sine
inverse.
Theta is equal to sine inverse x, right?
Sorry. This is x equal to, I'm sorry. This x equal to sine theta, theta equal to sine inverse of. I'm sorry, this I wrote mistake. That is the reason. This theta value, sorry. Theta is sine inverse of x. Theta equal to sine inverse of x. Okay, sine theta equal to x, then theta equal to sine inverse of x. You can write only when x belongs to minus 1 to 1, theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So now here x equal to sine theta. Theta what we can write is sine inverse of x. So here condition is this. What is the condition? X equals sine inverse of sine x you can write when x belongs to minus 1 to 1. This is the only condition. And theta equal to sine inverse of x means sine theta. This also one condition is there. Theta belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So remaining all properties are like this only. That means what is the problem here? Here now tell me what is the sine inverse of sine? Sine inverse of sine. Okay, let's say 2 pi by 3 I am writing. Sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3 is how much?
2 pi by 3.
We mistakenly write 2 pi by 3. This is wrong. Why? Because you
But
see
sine-
sine inverse of
Oh,
sine theta is theta only when
Yeah.
Only
Minus
when-
pi by 2 to pi by 2.
yes, when theta is between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2.
Oh, so I have to do all the pi minus 2 pi by 3
Yes.
and all to get into the principal range.
Yes, we have to write this such a way that it comes under this minus pi by 2 to pi by 2.
Mm.
So two ways are there. One is directly you write its value, then you do it. So like this, sine inverse of sine, this you can write as 120, na? 120 pi minus pi by 3. You are saying, na? This is what pi minus pi by 3. So that is sine inverse of pi minus theta is sine theta only. Second quadrant sine is positive. For pi, sine remains sine.
Sine pi by 3.
This is pi by 3. You can write like this. This is the application of this. Okay, similarly, sine inverse sine of sine inverse 2 doesn't exist. This doesn't exist. Yes or no? Sine of sine inverse 2 you cannot just write 2 because output should come only here. In this case, x must be minus 1 to 1 only. This doesn't exist only. Okay, two things. So now next is similarly with cos. If cos theta equal to x, what you can write here? Theta equal to cos inverse x. And now here theta equal to, this is theta equal to cos inverse x. So now what you can write is cos inverse of x means what? Cos theta. Cos inverse of cos theta is theta with a condition. What is that? Only if theta belongs to what? Now you tell me what is the range. What is theta? Cos inverse of cos theta, you can write theta only when.
So 1 second.
Yes.
Just give me 1 second, sir.
Yes. So what shall we do? Only when theta lies between 0 and pi. Sometimes it will not be lying between, like this. Example, cos inverse of cos 7 pi by 6. Okay. How do you check? Is like this. 6 pi by 6. 6 pi by 6 only pi, na? 7 pi by 6 is more than pi. Like that. So this is not, this is, sorry. This is, you cannot just write 7 pi by 6. Yes or no? This cannot be 7 pi by 6 because it's more than pi. So what should we do then?
You do the whole
Cos inverse, yes, cos
pi minus
7 pi by 6. No, you cannot, that is different. 7 pi by 6 means now only I told, no, pi 6 pi by 6 plus pi by 6. Like this you should divide. 6 pi by 6 is pi, na? Like this. This one you should write as what? This one you should write as pi plus pi by 6. Pi plus pi by 6. Now we have to, again, what you should do here? Cos inverse of cos pi plus pi by 6. Which quadrant? Pi plus theta.
third quadrant.
Very good. Third quadrant. So third quadrant cos is negative. Okay? Negative. Negative, and pi plus theta means it will be cos only, right? Pi plus theta, na? It's cos only. Pi by 6. Like this you should write. Okay? Cos inverse of this one you can write as minus minus root 3 by 2. Its value negative means pi minus pi by 6. You can write like this 5 pi by 6. One more way you can directly do is cos inverse of this cos of. What you can do if you 12 pi minus 5 pi. Yes or no? This 7 pi is there, na? 12 pi minus 5 pi also you can write, na? By 6. If at all, if you don't get negative, it's good. Easy it will become. That means 2 pi minus 5 pi by 6. Yes or no? 2 pi minus theta you should write. Then 2 pi minus theta cos, this is fourth quadrant, so that cos of you can write directly. This one you can write. So 5 pi by 6 you can directly do it. Like this also you can do. So now this is the case with, I wrote only C, first and second. That means sine category I wrote, cos category I wrote. So what comes under sine category, you know. What comes under cos category, you know. Yes or no? Sine category, tan inverse, cosecant inverse. Cos category, cot inverse, secant inverse. So accordingly, you can apply the same logic. Like this, I told tan inverse of tan theta is theta only when theta belongs to sine category, na? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, first and fourth quadrant. Whereas here cot inverse of cot theta is theta only when theta is 0 to pi. Okay. Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, okay, we'll close because I have other class. For today, we'll stop here. Anushya, okay? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So, we'll continue later. So, you are in Chirek till 10th grade, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother, you know, na? Naveen.
Oh, yes, sir. Sir taught me in 8th, I think.
Which grade?
In 8th, I think. Yeah, I think